Hey y'all, this is E. Come back to you with another one. Got commissioned to make a river cutting board. Went and bought this slab of walnut because I don't have any, and I should have had them mill it to the width. Anyways, I'm gonna start by um, cutting it down. Taped up. I'm gonna glue them. I'm gonna put a nail in them. Then I'm gonna put a screw in them too. Just these. They don't split the other piece. I showed this in the last video, but I got the mold made. But bringing it over here because my shop isn't climate controlled. I'm doing it in my room. Hope it doesn't come back to bite me. But bringing it over here, the silicone came off the spray some mold release in here. I don't know if I should do two or just one. Everything keeps telling me it's 11 ounces, but I think it's going to be a lot more than that. So I'm just going to mix it more. I'm going to mix up 20 ounces. Mixed in mahogany and some battleship gray. Trying to make it as not see-through. I don't know if it's going to be. Got about a 1/4 inch all around the edges. So it's going to take to fill that up too. I guess it might have been right. First pour is done. It's tinted with mahogany and battleship gray. You can't see through it. I'm making it be the bottom layer, so it looks like mud. Then I'm going to do some green on the edges and in the cracks, these cracks, to make it look like green stuff around it and moss inside. And then after I do that, I'm going to pour the other part real light blue where you can see through it and see the bottom, see the green and the brown. Got 4 hours to wait. I only have these mica powders, and I don't have green, but I do have yellow, and I have 3 different blues, so we can make green. It's going to be for the upper edges of the. Hopefully, it's setting up. It won't mix with that, and I want to fill that crack with green. Now I'm going to use this brush to try to brush it on here. But you're not even going to be able to see it. Here we go, pour number 3. It's really translucent. Mixed in some white with Caribbean blue and blue green. I hope it's not too early to, and it just mixes with the other, with the green. But I should have. I guess I couldn't have done it too early because then it would have mixed with the brown. Let's see what happens. Ah, shit. This is exactly what I was going for. I probably see, but it's got some spots that are pretty clear, and then it's got other spots that are kind of greenish. That's on purpose. Make it look more like a creek. It's got like moss and green stuff growing on top. Check out the mess. Glad I got all this plastic down. Think I didn't get any in the carpet. I don't know. I love this polypropylene that I got. You don't have to be beating this stuff down. I said I was going to wait a couple of days, but I think I'm going to need to put epoxy on the bottom, so I can still not do anything with it. Keep it flat. Just be upside down. Look at that. Who's comes out that easy? Man, bottom came out looking great. Thought I was gonna have to do more. I don't do anything to it. I love this stuff. I don't know what other people are buying, but this is polypropylene. Even the caulking doesn't really stick to it. The tape sticks better than the caulking because it's comes off so easy. Hopefully I don't scratch it too much because I don't know if a scratch is gonna make a difference on how it comes off and on. There's a rubber mallet in use. Doesn't get much easier. I may not even have to retake these, and I can still reuse them. And this is just cheap tape from the dollar store. Just a cheap, thin plastic tape. I can reuse all this stuff. Let the mess making begin. It's flattened. Hope I didn't take off too much. Took off more than I wanted, but still gotta do the underside too. I don't want it to come out too thin. Yes, I'm making gouges in it. These micro cracks. The epoxy will never go in them. So you make them bigger. So some epoxy will go in there now. Should have a jig, but I don't. CNC would be better, but it's a lot more money. Chamfer in the bottom. Round over. Sand it up to 320. Here's a preview of what it's going to look like. This is not translucent, but the middle is. You can see some of the brown on the bottom. And it's not brown because of the wood. It's a brown epoxy at the bottom of it. It's the brown epoxy. Got the handles for your fingers, chamfered, rounded over, juice screws. So finally, I'm taking that up to 3,000 grit, and I've only been taking up to the higher grits on around the epoxy. This is the bottom. You can see it's brown. You can't really see it. You can see it little bits. I wanted it to be a little bit more clear, but that was my first time trying something like this. So in between every grit, blow it off and wipe it off with the microfiber between every grit. I'm going to use this Pita's True Grit. Got a hand blended mix of food grade mineral oil, beeswax, and micro grip powders. Designed for your woodworking. Perfect. I did 2 coats of the True Grit. Then run over it with this paper towel, which is I'm using to apply now instead of the Scotch-Brite pads. It looked like it was getting some scratches. Now I'm going to buff it. Here it is, the best moment of any woodworking project. Putting on the finish, which that already kind of does. Not quite like this. Now let's go to the main event. I've been using just mineral oil. Now I'm switching over to it's oil and wax mixed together. Let that soak in, and then should be it. Put on the feet, ship it out. Been getting oil for 2 days, so done. Put wax on it 1 day. So just gonna wipe off all the excess. Try to give you a better look at it. This is the bottom. Kind of hard to see with that glare. And this is the top. You can see through it. You can see some of the brown in the bottom and the green inside. And the darker green that looks kind of like algae. It's what it's supposed to look like. It's still hard to see with the glare. This is it. Appreciate y'all. Hope you have a good one.